Welcome to New Stats, where we call it how we see it. Peaches
Back
tripping.
again with another one.
Back again, good brother. And we've been talking about a lot of NFL. We know we're in the heart of NFL season, and rightfully so. And we'll continue to talk about that, right? But today we got some NBA news that dropped. That I'm sure me and Peach gonna have some interesting takes on. But before we jump into that, as always, viewers, fans, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment, ring that bell, stay locked in with all the content that me and Peach gonna keep delivering. I'm gonna keep beating Peach in every debate, so y'all gonna want to see this.
He down bad right now. We ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna
But
talk about
but
that.
make sure y'all subscribe. You know, we appreciate all the subscribers. We appreciate all the comments, all the likes, all the dislikes. We appreciate it all. So keep doing your thing, and we're gonna do ours. And as Peach say, love is love, baby.
Love is what? Love is love, baby.
Watch the handle, it takes skill. We gotta run it back. We in the field, and you said it exact. You in your field, we looking for the facts. Let's keep it real, yeah, we talking no stats. Yeah, we talking no stats. Yeah, we talking no stats.
Bro, what you got for me today, man? This you. Lead us off.
Oh man, bro.
Well, I get a sip of water.
Dame done finally got up out of Portland, man.
And not to Miami.
We was talking about this. I low-key said the Bucks early in the offseason. I'm gonna see if I can find that take. I'm gonna have to go back and do a little digging, but about time, man. Finally, I like this trade all across the board, bro. To be honest with you, like I love Dame teaming up with Giannis and going to the Bucks, but I also love Yusuf Nurkic going to the Phoenix Suns. I feel like he fits kind of like their system. He can pass better than Ayton, a little bit better rebounder. And he's going to get fed a lot in the pick and roll with Bradley and Devin Booker and even with some pin downs on KD. And then they also bring in Nasir Little. You got Keon Johnson, and who else was a part of that trade?
I don't even know the guy's name, to be honest. I thought maybe he was a
Oh,
rookie.
Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen.
Oh, Grayson
I think
Allen.
it's
Yeah, there
gonna
was
be
another
great.
guy too, or was it?
Yeah, it was Keon. It was Keon Johnson.
Keon Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They
But
did bring
Grayson Allen, a guy that's gonna hustle, gonna knock down some 3-point shots, should be getting some open 3-point shots. With those
I thought
guys.
that was the best pickup, me personally, for the Suns. But we'll talk about it. Go ahead.
Tell me, think about that. Think about that small ball they can go out there, man. KD at the 5, Little at the 4, man. But shifting over to Portland, man, the young assets that they got with Shaedon Sharp and Scoot Henderson, and then you bring in Ayton, who kind of fits in with what they want to do. Still very young. Now in pastures where I think he'll get the touches that he deserves. You know, I'm big on Ayton. You know, I'll start my franchise with him over Luka, right?
Don't re-mention that, bro. Don't bring that back up.
Oh man, but I'm definitely excited for DeAndre Ayton, man. I text Seth today to let him know 23-12. I'm going with.
That's your word.
That's
your word?
my bar. That's my bar right there. That's my bar right there for Ayton. 23-12.
That's floor, like or that's ceiling.
That's the ceiling. That's the ceiling for me.
Okay. What's the
That's
floor?
the ceiling for me. Floor, I'm gonna go. I'll go 18-9.
That's a big floor.
Come on, man. He's the only big on the team.
I was thinking 15.
Pretty much. You got Jrue Eubanks.
8.
He's gonna get so many more. Bro, the most touches he probably ever got since being in Phoenix.
No,
bro.
I see that.
I think there's a window of opportunity for him there, and you know what I mean. Just new pastures. You get in the area to where like you're gonna be embraced more. With Phoenix, bro, he was just gonna slowly diminish more, slowly get lost in their offense. And come playoff time, who knows how this would have trajected his career. I think this is gonna revamp DeAndre Ayton, and bro, watch out for a monster season, man. I'm telling you.
Portland playoffs.
I don't know about that. Not in the West. And who else? So we had Phoenix,
Yeah, that was the 3
the
teams.
Bucks.
Drew
and-
Holiday went over there. How did you feel about that addition too? After he came out and said he wanted to be a Bucks for life, they said it's not personal, it's business.
You know the NBA's business, man. But Honestly, I'm kind of interested to see where Portland might flip Jrue to. I had a couple teams in mind that wrote down early as I was looking at this.
Give them
So
to me.
I got 5 teams right now. I got the Orlando Magic, Timo Apollo. You know what I mean?
But
Just
who would they? I mean, I guess they can get young players back.
they got I mean, I know they're probably not gonna look to get no guards, but their front court is a little full over there. You still got outside of Wendell Carter, they still got O'Kee. You still got Wagner's.
Who's the guy who hasn't played a lot? Isaac. It's been so far removed from NBA season.
Yeah, from Florida State.
Yeah, from Florida State.
Oh man,
I don't know why I'm trying to play.
damn. But
Him.
but I think you could add him. You could add him in a trade like that. But they're like, I'm just throwing that team out there. But I would like the Sixers. I would love for him to team up with Embiid. But it's tough for him. I think it's tough for Portland to flip him to a team that's gonna throw like a Harden in there or like a guard that's gonna need playing time. Because I think Portland wants to let Scoot just go. I don't think you bring him off the bench. I think you start him and Sharp immediately and let them get that them NBA minutes, them heavy log starter minutes, and I think the process with Scoot will go faster.
Agreed. They still got Jeremy Grant too.
Yeah, and now I think he's gonna play more 4 for them now.
Yep.
Still got Simons, so this is.
True.
I don't know, man. That playoff
Talented.
thing.
That's what I asked.
Playing is interesting.
I forgot about your freaking consolation prize. I forgot about that.
I had the Brooklyn Nets as another destination for Jrue Holiday. I think they could probably flip Dinwiddie or something like that. But him with Bridges, with Cam Johnson, with Nick Claxton, I think that's interesting. I threw the Pelicans out there as well. If you could keep C.J. McCollum, B.I. and Zion, maybe move off Jonas, maybe throw Larry Nance in the deal. You keep Trey Murphy, but you may have to put Jose Alvarez, maybe Najee Marshall. You maybe could throw them in there. Kind of role playing guys, a couple more vets to add to that Portland team. And then my favorite, and I'm always throwing them in there, the Timberwolves. You take Mike Conley. You may have to move off Nazir Reed. You know what I mean? And bring Jrue Holiday in there with Anthony Edwards, man. With Cat, he's slightly younger than. What you gonna say, bro?
No, I just want to play devil's advocate to most of your teams, right? One, Orlando. I don't think Orlando would make a move to get rid of young assets. I think they're in kind of the similar situation as Portland, unless they feel as though they can make a run. I think Jrue Holiday will go to a contender.
Okay.
That's my pushback on Orlando and the Magic. As far as Minnesota, are you getting that much better? And I know I think Jrue is a better player. I think, mostly everyone does. But are you getting that much better, replacing Mike Conley with Jrue Holiday? I think that's what the front office needs to ask themselves.
I think
and then
you get
also,
better on both sides of the ball.
I think so too. But are you willing to give up the other assets that come with that? Are you willing to give up Nas Reed and maybe a pick? Right? Like, if Portland sees it as you see it, like, all right, you're getting better on both sides of the ball. I don't just want Mike Conley and Nas Reed, right? I have a 4 and a 5. Like, you got to give me something else to sweeten the deal. Which they held out on Dame this long, right? So they might hold out on Jrue, who they felt worthy of trading Dame for, right? They have to feel. I mean, I know they got DeAndre Ayton as well, but they felt worthy. They felt Jrue Holiday was worthy enough to add into that trade. I do think the Sixers. What was the other team you said that was a contender?
The Nets or the Pelicans?
I do think the Sixers and the Pelicans make some sense. The Nets is another one I struggle with. I know they got Ben Simmons over there. The Nets, I feel like, are just in shambles. I feel like the Nets are always in shambles. That's a franchise that I feel like just gets players, and they just think it's going to work. Like, yeah, bro.
They didn't capitalize on their window of opportunity, and I'm not saying that, dealing with the injuries of Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and the issues outside of basketball, the trading for Harden. I felt like they missed KD foot on the damn line. I felt like they missed. They didn't capitalize on none of those seasons or was never at full strength. So now that shit, who knows when that window is gonna open up again for them to even do anything. So I think that's why they're kind of like re-identifying themselves. Like, is Mikal Bridges gonna be your bona fide 3-and-D superstar? You know what I mean? Is Nick Claxton a all-star, capable, big, double every night, blocking 3 shots? Is Cam Johnson a 3? Like, is he solidified that big 3? Can he get you 20 a night consistently? You know what I mean?
I just don't think they have an identity, great basketball culture or fit of group of guys that fit together. I don't know about Brooklyn, man. I don't know about Brooklyn. I think they got guys that'll have good nights, they'll win some games, but as far as winning and taking a next jump, I think they'll always be max 7 seed, at the very most. But I want to talk about the Sixers because I heard Stephen A. say this could trigger a Joel Embiid request for a trade, and they get out of there. And I've been hearing this all off season. I think we spoke about Joel Embiid getting out of there and where can he go. I remember you mentioned Golden State, and what would they give? What can you get back? So I think that's interesting, right? Because the Sixers are out of the picture. I tried to give them some love last year. I was hoping that they got through. The Sixers, I was, hoping that they did their thing, but it's looking slimmer and slimmer because, bro, because it's Milwaukee and there's Boston. You got Boston with Tatum, Brown, Porzingis. They still got Al Horford. They still got who the guy that went off in the playoffs last year?
Derek White.
Derek White. I was about to say Derek Brown. Yeah, Derek White. And then you got Milwaukee now, which I don't know about you, but I think these are the best 2 players on the same team. It's the best duo in the league now. It's Giannis and Dame. You can argue KD
I'm not
and Booker.
arguing. I'm not even gonna argue with you.
Okay, cool. But
it's close. But
it's close. But
you
it's
talk
Dame
about
and
the
Giannis.
packages they bring. When you put all that together, it's gonna be interesting.
Different sides of the floor. They're not in their way, bro. And then also another thing that's going to go unnoticed is you have a culture that has won a championship, that has experienced success over the last few years, and you keep most of that team intact. I mean, you still got Brook Lopez, you still got Bobby Portis, you still got Chris Middleton. You got some of these guys, Pat Connaughton, that have felt some of that championship pedigree that has been in that organization. Giannis is a leader, and has witnessed the peak of that mountaintop. So I think you add that with a guy like Dame, who's going to be hungry to win. He's not a selfish superstar. I think he'll fit right into the culture. There's no distractions in Milwaukee. Man, I'm not a Bucks fan, but I would love to see Giannis get his second and Dame get his first. I'm rooting for that all season long. I'm gonna be honest. I'm rooting for it.
I'm right there with you, man. I'm so happy for Dame, man. Like, Portland couldn't have sent him to a better situation. And I know, the Miami speculation, but come on, let's just keep it a bean. None of them players, and with all due respect to Jimmy Butler, but they're not Giannis as far as the age and the athleticism, the effect. Like, it's just so many intangibles that Giannis brings to the game, and now you team him up with arguably easily a top 4, top 3 guard in this league. We can go back and quote me later if y'all want, but you mix this together, man. I just can't wait to see what it looks like.
I know.
I can't wait to see. Yeah, bro, and I be excited about little weird things like, how is this gonna affect Chris Middleton? Like, what? Like, this is gonna open up so many. They're like the mindset of the game. Like, how are they gonna approach it to make this work? But when you look at it on paper, Dame gonna go out there and give you, 25 to 30 on most nights. The assists gonna be around 6. Then you got Giannis still dominating the paint. This is gonna open up because like now
so much you can't crowd the paint.
Milwaukee, like you can't just zone. Like Giannis could give the ball to Dame, and he could literally go stand in the corner if he wanted to,
absolutely.
bro.
Yep.
And like I feel like they never had that.
Lock the best player down on the other end.
Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come
it's
on.
Tough, bro.
This is gonna be. Do they? Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Does this work immediately? Like, are we talking about? Because, bro, every time this happens, you see the road bumps, like, and you get the, I'm gonna use your word, anomalies with, Kawhi going to Toronto, but of course the Warriors team went down. But when you get these duos together, like the top players in the league joining teams, it usually doesn't work out that first go round. Is this something that gels immediately, bro?
Yes. I think because usually when you get the duos that get together, you don't have one that has won a championship. When you say works, championship first year, maybe. I think so. But second year, I definitely think that should be a possibility at the very least. Right? When you talk about the duos where one party has won a championship, whether that's D Wade and LeBron and AD, it seemed like it worked as the leader, as the best player on that team. Right? I don't consider KD and Kyrie, no disrespect to them, crazy talents.
We always got to take a shot at my man. We wasn't even talking about KD, but go ahead.
Bro, you said duos. Who else you talking about?
You right. You couldn't wait.
I think the duos, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think the duos you're talking about is a mixture between Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and James Harden.
LeBron and Wade didn't win their first year.
I said not first, maybe not first, but second. Second is the first year you can attribute that to first year gelling, learn some things, put some kinks in, but we got the talent. We can do this. But outside of them three, I think that's why I said if you have a guy who won a championship, and another very talented guy, I think it can work, man.
When I'm sitting here thinking about it, you're definitely right though. When that second year, usually that switch is flipped.
Shaq and Wade, Kobe and Gasol. When you go to a team that has won, I think, and Dame's not a hard guy too. I don't think Dame's going to throw a lot of fuss. I don't think Dame's a hard guy to play with, even though he needs the ball because of the basketball fit that we always talk about. Bro, it's going to be really interesting, man. DJ texted me earlier and was like, Phoenix, Milwaukee, championship, who will win? And I said, Milwaukee again. That's how I feel. But I wanted to ask you that. He asked me that question, and I was like, I got to keep this in my back pocket for Peach. Look at your face.
I'm glad because I'm rocking. All bias aside, I'm rocking. I'm going with Phoenix. If KD gets back to the championship with this team, it is over. It is over. We're going to be congratulating Dame on you made it to the championship.
I don't know, bro.
Get it done. That'll be a hell of a series, though, man. That'll be a hell of a series.
That would. I would love to see that. Even though I would, you know how I want Bron in the finals again. But I would love to see that. That'd be a good one. I would rather see no disrespect. Denver fans is gonna kill me because they hate when I get a Nuggets slander. But I don't want to see them back. I don't want to see them back in there, bro. They got their John. That's dope. If they do, then I'm wrong again, and this is just a dynasty. And I know we did a video about is this Nuggets team a dynasty. Go check that out. But I would much rather see the Suns or the Lakers against, because I think it's going to be Milwaukee or Boston, right? I think those should be the four teams, a mixture between those four. Golden State, right, because of the pedigree that they have. But those five teams.
And they're usually scary after a disappointing year. So definitely keep your eye on Golden State and keep our eye. We're definitely gonna be dropping some NBA videos heavy more now. We got training camp starting next week, so we're about to be gearing up, bro. I wanted to that's what I want to throw out there. Y'all better lock that DeAndre Ayton most improved player bet in right now. Lock it in.
We'll see.
Lock it in. Ah,
We'll see.
My fucking pocket swelled up when the fucking trade happened.